Welcome to SonarFeed! Episode 232. Blame Jerry. Whoa. Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Sorry, Tom.
Mark just farted, and it's ruthless.
Oh my god.
This is why I can't book guests.
Like during the open.
I missed you guys too, man.
Oh my god. Wow. Hi everyone.
What's up, y'all?
Hey.
Welcome to episode 232. Blame Jerry. Hi Jerry.
What's up, Jerry?
So we're gonna have a lot of things to talk about tonight. There's been some interesting revelations in the last 24, 48, 72
Major
hours.
announcements.
There were some things, stuff and things have been happening. So we're going to talk to Dave about some pretty cool stuff that a lot of us have probably seen happening in Sounders Land in the last day or so.
Hashtag Sounderland.
We're going to talk to Ugo because I forgot what he looked like.
Ugo está aquí listo.
Yo,
y
show everybody your
disponible.
hat
Oh, yo.
because that thing is hype.
Boom. Let's go.
Oh shit! I want one.
Yo. Maybe talk to Mark about
No mames.
something.
No, my miss.
Mark, what do you want to talk about again tonight?
Well, fuck if I know.
Yeah.
Are you
we'll
going to El
get to that.
Salvador?
Me?
Yeah,
No.
You travel.
I do travel.
a lot. And you have miles.
And?
So you going?
No.
What? Are you
What-
saving?
what
are
if
you
I asked
are
you
you
to
waiting
go?
for the next trip then?
Fuck yeah, I'm waiting to go to Mexico.
Let's go. Let's go.
There's not.
What are you going to do if that happens?
I will do what every parent in America does when they have two children.
The
and
fuck you are
they
going to
play-
do a split jersey.
I'm not gonna do a split jersey. Hell no. You
Split
couldn't-
scarf, bro.
I couldn't rock that if you bought it for me. I couldn't rock that. But I might have two jerseys somewhere on me at the same time. That might happen.
Which jersey are you going to wear as pants?
Wait and see. We'll discuss that on episode 242.
I'm so confused right now. Adam, what just happened?
Yeah, no clue.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
Is that the microphone that works?
this is the microphone. This is. Yes, I can hear myself.
Okay.
so we are here at the Berliner Pub,
Yes.
downtown Renton, Washington.
3rd and Main.
Third.
Ahead of the curve.
Renton.
No one's ever heard that before. So shouts again to the Berliner for hosting us tonight.
Yes.
It's shorter than
It
saying
is.
shout outs.
We don't have a lot of
So-
time.
Are you
Yeah,
marketing?
shorter words.
Didn't you get the
I am
memo,
a marketer.
Mark?
Yeah, so
It's
we have
acronym
a
show.
fun crowd here tonight. Corporate overlord Max Aquino is here.
Yeah.
Travel goddess Eileen is here. Hiding out. Grandma is out in the cheap
What's
seats.
up, Grams?
Grandma's
Tasty.
in the house.
She's in the cheap seats, and she's probably drinking like the really expensive stuff.
The amazing Katie, who
'Cause
takes
that's how
care
that
of
works.
everybody here at the Berliner. Thank you, Katie. We appreciate your
3rd and Main.
attention.
Thanks, Katie.
Downtown Renton. Ahead of the curve.
So a number
No
of
question.
things we can talk about tonight. Yesterday there was this thing that you may or may not care about if you're here, but not discussing it seems like a miss.
Oh, the Westworld
You mean the regional tournament that
preview?
that Julie Ertz's husband won?
That was
the
so
best.
good.
Yeah,
That was absolutely
that
the best.
was the best.
I will tell you that I got like
Tom's one of my
three.
favorite writers.
I got like 3 messages complimenting me on that,
Dude, that was nice.
and I had nothing to do
I
with
have
it.
not. I have not
You
ever.
don't have to continue to lie to
Listen,
us.
I was so sad
Tom,
that
Who
I
did you
didn't
commission
do
it
that.
to?
Everybody else gives you so much crap about that I choose to purposely not. But this one was too good, man. I
because
had
we
to
know
comment
it's
you.
true.
I
This one was just
literally
too
didn't
good.
do
We
it.
know it's true.
Dude, we know it's
Who did you have ready?
I
I
wish-
literally watched you write it.
I wish I was that good. Didn't do it. Anyway, so there was this
Tom's a
regional.
fucking liar.
There was this regional
There
pony
was-
ball
There
tournament.
were 2 soccer elements.
match.
One, the
The
Ertz's,
Ertzes.
and 2, the Telemundo ad.
The what?
There was.
Ooh, yeah.
didn't see Andres Contour?
Here.
So he did his classic. He goes,
It was was so
Did
good.
he literally drop it?
Yeah.
And then they showed highlights with like Mexican music in the background and highlights of like Cristiano, Ronaldo,
Shut up.
Messi, and like
Did I miss
because
this?
they're doing the World Cup. And so Telemundo's got the Spanish language rights here, and so they plugged the Spanish language rights to the World Cup on the English language broadcast of the Super Bowl. And God, his
That's
goal
big,
call
dude.
still is awesome.
Oh yeah, dude. He's, obviously he was a big impact on my own goal call ability. That's like the ultimate of who you aim to aspire to be as good as, dude. So that's dope. I didn't get to watch
I
the
break
live
the mic?
stream of the
No, you're good.
of the regional tournament. I had to catch it on Xbox, so it didn't show a lot of the pre or.
Oh, you didn't
Did you know there's
didn't get-
police coming?
You didn't get as many of the ads then.
Yeah, I did not get as many as the ads.
Yeah, it was just an ad during like the late third or early fourth quarter.
Dude, that sucks. I missed that one.
I knew it was
Missed.
like they
a
sent
World
it
Cup ad
World Cup ad,
in the man. That's
a
huge.
Spanish language World Cup ad.
My God, no manches. Ugh.
So
That's
No Manches is not No Mames.
correct.
It is not the same.
It's not the same. Manches is a little bit more.
There
PG.
was a tweet that I just caught a couple minutes ago that Adam's going to throw up about the superb owl. That's definitely worth.
By the way, this is not a Tide ad.
This is not a tie ad. Right, just in case anyone was
everything
wondering.
is a tied ad.
Did you get that?
Yes,
Did you get that?
Yes, it's up.
So this
It's
is
up.
a
Do
pretty
we have
good one.
a Tide eclipse?
This. Well, took not that many minutes before this got awkward. So this was pretty good, I thought. The Eagles won last night. Oh, did you catch the game?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Covered in blood and scratches. What game? That's pretty well done. So whoever that is, Rudy Mustang.
Has anybody done a welfare check on Shane Evans to see if he is actually alive?
No one is sure.
He was tweeting.
Is
Is he actually alive?
He
he
tweeted,
alive?
and they weren't scheduled tweets
Okay.
because they were
Cool.
topical.
Okay.
Someone asked him if he was done crying yet.
Oh, I would think not.
So, did you have anything else you wanted to talk about having to do with that game yesterday, Mark?
Let's see. Westworld preview.
I think
there was a
he
Jeep
said
commercial.
he didn't watch the game.
I didn't watch the game.
I thought you didn't watch the game. Oh, my bad.
No, I said I didn't watch the game.
Yeah.
Those two.
No. There was a Jeep
But these
commercial.
three. Yeah.
Immediately after the commercial, I got a text from my mom. Please
Don't
tell
do
me
that.
you won't do that in your Jeep. With my reply was the devil horn emoji.
By the way, you saw the disclaimer on that, right?
At the
But
bottom.
that was not a stock Rubicon.
Well, the disclaimer wasn't about the Jeep. The disclaimer on it was that was not a natural surface that they were using. It was a man-made lake and water or creek and waterfall.
That's fucking lame. Also,
But yeah, destroying the
also
environment.
that was
bad.
not a stock Jeep.
No. All right.
Hot
Deep
tips.
Oh,
Thank you.
Brendan Vaughn, big burn in the chat with your reply was no, mom, but I'll be ready in 30. Can you pick me up then? Holy shit!
y'all, man, the chat room, y'all, no joke, savage.
I
Savage.
thought we were gonna have like 50 other things to have fire comments about today. We made it like how many minutes into the show?
A one.
For it to show up.
So this has been Jeep Talk at the
Welcome
Berliner
to
Pub.
Jeep Talk at the Super Bowl.
Welcome to Jeep Talk. I'm your co-host, Tom Biro. So
Which corner should I go stand in now?
we should maybe tell everybody who we are in case people haven't
Who
watched
are you?
us. Which
Who
I don't
are
know
you?
who that would be. But I'm Tom Biro, aka Bougie Hooli,
AKA writer for Nutmeg News.
aka Nutmeg News Tom. Apparently, to my
That'd be
left, your right.
Mark, also known as SSFC Fody 13. Please keep it on mute, Tom. To my left,
Your
also
right.
your right, is a great beer person.
You're struggling with the intro even.
Yeah.
I'm Dave.
I did not help Dave with the keg.
You can follow me at Better Than, and unlike Tom, I proudly proclaim where I write. That's at Sounded Hard.
Oh,
Wow! It's a savage night at SonarFeed.
Oh, we didn't get the
My left, your right.
Hugo Garcia, a.k.a. Mi Vida, Seattle, back from the dead that flew 2018.
yeah!
Let's go.
yeah.
I'm glad to be back. Yo,
Let's
Miss
go.
y'all. Let's go.
Almost forgot what you looked like.
No question. Like a sexy Mexican.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Moving on.
so since we were last here, there was this Super Bowl thing, which I think that's probably all
We're
we
done
really
with the
need to
Super
say
Bowl.
about it.
It was a great
Um,
owl.
It was. This. I don't know if any of you are on Reddit, but if
No.
you check it out, it's the Superb Owl Reddit is just Super Bowl, and it's the whole rest of the year. It's just really cool owl photography and stuff. And every time on Super Bowl Sunday, it just becomes a bunch of other shit that gets downvoted to hell because it's all just bunch of people who are like worshiping owls for the rest of the year. And people who show up innocently and they're like, I just got this really funny photo of something that happened at the Super Bowl. And everyone's like, that's dumb. It's not an owl.
But
And then they don't get it at all. And it's really good. It's like a popular inside joke. Anyway, so there was some preseason stuff this weekend. Some things happened.
2 games.
Standard operating procedure.
So there was a Beat Portland, which is always fun.
Yep, SOP, standard operating
People
procedure.
like that. I did enjoy that everybody was acting like the Sounders had just won all games of all time and were now undefeated in the history of soccer. That was cool. And then there was this other game against Columbus, Austin.
That nobody saw.
What are we calling them?
Yeah.
We're still
You
calling them
didn't see
Columbus?
It didn't happen.
Yeah.
Soon to be
The Columbus Aztecs.
Wow. Wow.
It is going to be, by the
Columbus
time Jerry
Aztecs.
gets up here, we're going to just
Wow.
have burned the seats down.
Literally, this
They just handed me another giant ass beer.
this table is made of wood. And
Mark
it's-
did start by.
Oh no.
He did.
You know,
He did.
Yeah.
He did
Yeah.
attempt
Okay.
to bring it down.
But
Anyway,
nobody watched the Columbus one.
it's
no
still
one
here.
watched it.
It's still
Also,
here.
I don't think you could watch it.
Right, because
You
it was
could watch
tweets
the
only.
tweets.
And
go
You
by.
couldn't even watch it live.
Right,
person.
because they
was
didn't
closed.
put it at a facility. They didn't publicize the facility in time for people to go there, because the facility didn't have.
In theory, people could have gone. They didn't advertise.
They just didn't
it.
know where it was, and because the facility that it was at, it has like as much seating as the backfields at Starfire. Get it? There's no.
Yeah.
That's
Just let it
that's,
go.
That's more than.
Max, by the
Joe
way,
Len.
has called the prop bet for tonight's Sick Burns 10.5.
No, Brendan already won.
I don't know.
No, that's that's
the
not a
number.
prop bet. That's an
was
over
great.
under.
Over under.
Not a
10.5.
prop bet.
Dude, I didn't do fucking math. Come on.
He's a bad
We're
gambler.
at 3.
Cooked it.
Anyway,
Cooged it. Hashtag cooged
so there were a couple of nice plays, but there was one specifically which we can ring up, which was a goal
Taking
by
full advantage of the
the lovely
producer.
Handwala Bwana.
Handwala.
it. I take
Bwana.
offense.
It was a pretty
to
good
that.
goal. He had a couple of other. He had an earlier shot that to the right side as well. The keeper's right, excuse me, that they deflected away. But
hope Lickett
there
gets
was some, again, it's preseason. It is what it is. But there were some cool moments in that Portland game. For those of you that had paid attention to it or were catching up later, it's also fun to watch 11 player substitutions.
Yeah, unless you have to do the player announcements.
You had to do that at a friendly, didn't you?
Yeah, I've done
Like,
that a couple times, and let me tell you, that is
6
a
minutes
lot
later,
of
you're
work.
done with the subs?
Yeah, exactly, man. You're stressing that you want to get all of them right. You didn't miss any, and man, that's the worst. As a PA announcer, doing like more than 3 substitutions at once is like no joke hard. So 11
Please,
on 11.
please look at the board for the
Yeah.
list of players that have just
that would
subbed
be
onto the
perfect.
field.
That
The
would be
referees
perfect.
know. That's what matters.
It is what matters. So that happened. But any takeaways from the weekend's play on the field?
Well, it's hard because we only watched like half of the starters because Schmetz said that he was trying to get like 20 guys up to full fitness by the time leg 1 comes around. And so what that means is that half of them played in one game, half played in the other game. And they all went 60-plus minutes, which was what they wanted to do. So we haven't seen some guys on camera yet because the Tijuana U20s game was not live streamed, and then the crew game wasn't live streamed. So there's some people that I still want to see. What was really cool was basically the second line was a gob of teenagers and S2 players. Like, yes, Handwala Bwana isn't a homegrown player, and he's only 18, but he's a first-team player, not an S2 player. But you had Rodrigo Ele, Denzo Ulysses. You had Ray Serrano was the youngest on the field at 15.
That's crazy.
That dude at the U18, U19 level, I think he's the second leading scorer on the team with like 9 goals for the academy, and he's playing up 2 years. Kid just has a knack for goal.
Yeah, dude, his that highlight that someone reposted or retweeted was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And then Dylan Tevez, I believe. He's usually an attacking mid with the academy, but I guess he played defensive mid this time. I mean, that's pretty cool. And yeah. So for me, the real focus was getting that many kids, because 3 years ago we had like 2 teenagers down there, and now we've got like 2 guys from each level of the academy, plus they're signing teenagers. And it's fun. Sam Rogers looks great.
Sam Rogers.
Yeah.
Like,
He's like, what, 6 inches taller?
Dude,
he's mainly broader, because he's 6'3", I think, is what they're listing him at.
Is he chunky?
No,
He's
he
not.
is.
No,
He is built. Because he's 18, he also eats.
Much like me.
He eats like whatever he wants.
when you're 18,
So, you know,
man, you don't worry about that stuff.
And when you're literally, your job is to play and practice
like
soccer.
half a marathon every day.
Yeah. So he looks like somebody who's going to fill out very well. A lot of upper body strength was worked on in the off season, and I think that's something that should bode well for him, because he's just now entering his second year as a center back. Prior to that, he was a defensive mid, so that was a lot less contact.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to have to get used to contact, and he's going to have to get used to contact with guys like Josie Altidore soon, and that's
When you say soon, we're talking like 1.5 years, 2 years.
I expect Sam Rogers to sign by June.
No, but I'm saying like regular starter.
by June. Yeah.
So
by
right
June.
before Josie goes to Mexico?
What? Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's good.
Well, who else? Chad Marshall can't play every game. They have 11 games in June and July.
What about the guy that just signed from Europe?
He's not a center back.
Never mind. We
So-
got another young guy.
Tony Alfaro?
Oh yeah.
So even if you think Tony Alfaro should start a lot, you'd still have Chad Marshall, who doesn't play 3 games in a week.
Wow, that's crazy, dude.
And you'll
That's
have
so
to have Jordy
badass.
DeLem starting, because Ozzy can't play 3 games in a week right now. So Jordy DeLem and Christian
you're
Roldan
right.
are going to have to be your
No
defensive
evidence
mids.
oh my god.
Like,
I mean, I'm all
so
for
Sam
it,
Rogers
dude.
by June. I expect it by June, and
Wow.
I expect him to get a handful of starts, not just in the Open Cup.
Wow. Yo, I'm a fan. Let's go.
Oh, yeah?
He'll shine. He'll shine. I think he will shine.
So couple other bits of news to cover before we get
It's
to
not as
sort of
confident as I feel.
the main
I
event
swear.
for today. But Matt in the chat wants to know
I'm confident about it.
if you think there's ever a point MLS clubs or the league as a whole will be known for academy at all.
By the way, hi,
10
Matt.
years
I don't
from
know that
now?
we've met.
20 years from now?
Wait, what are we asking?
If there will be a point where MLS will be known for its academy system.
No. There won't be a point. I mean, no. When you think about the leagues that are known for their academy systems, they're either not very good or they're not very good.
Argentina? Your way?
Argentina's not really known for the league isn't known for its academy system. Their players play there for like a year and then disappear. And MLS doesn't want to do that. That's going to be harmful for their attempts to want to be a top 10 league in the world. The way you get to being a top 10 league in the world is, yes, developing talent, but you're not known for that. You're known for being high quality. Like, the more the Netherlands has become known for developing talent, the worse the play in the Netherlands is.
Yeah.
So I really hope that we're not known for developing talent, because I want to enjoy games where it's high quality soccer.
If the
The
Netherlands
teams
wants
that
to
play their kids lose.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't want to play the kids.
If the
I like
Netherlands
trophies.
keep shipping outside backs with really good throw-in abilities to the States, I will accept them.
Well, like 3 straight So, right backs that have teams that have spent TAM on right backs. There are 3 of them. All of them are from the Netherlands. We obviously have Kelvin Leerdam. There was the guy who went down with his ACL in the LA Galaxy. Has a very Dutch name. Damn it.
Dutch.
Forgot him. But that guy. And then Toronto also just signed, using TAM, a right back. All TAM right backs in the league are
I have to. I hate to kind of say you're kind of right on this, but Mexico's known for having a pretty good academy history, young, developing talent, and
You mean like the nickname of Atlas?
like they used to. But for the most part,
Yeah.
they do well. They don't get a ton of players out into Europe, like high volume, but they do okay. And they also play some in South America.
Yeah, but
But Mexico,
the teams that are most well known in Mexico for developing talent aren't the ones that win games.
it hasn't
right?
been in the past, but it's turning, right? So now you have like Pachucas and you have Tigres now that have
Grace.
yeah, yo.
Wait, maybe I'm blind because I don't watch the league enough. But isn't Tigres known for Guiñac more than they are for their young talent?
No, you're right. Yeah.
I mean, and maybe they're a model that MLS can follow. I mean, if they have a bunch of young talent, and then you have like one up player who
Yeah,
can
it's
start
gonna be
on
like
multiple
Chivas and you
great
have
teams, and
Man,
Chivas is terrible.
they don't remind me. Right now, we're not too hot.
yeah, it's
Well,
gonna
I'm
look
sorry,
good to
could you
kick
say
their.
that again?
Just stop it, man. Stop it. But it will be good once we play them, though, right?
Tom, are we just
So
babbling here, or are you
We're-
good?
we're not.
Are you keeping me on target?
I did want to
It's hard.
share
Stay on target.
one of my favorite things about last summer was this photo of Mark that's going to come
Oh,
up in a second
God.
and is there for everyone. It's really wonderful, and it might be one of the best things that I've seen on the whole internet. Anyway, sorry. It
Just
just
Dylan's wedding.
It is at Dylan's wedding.
Good.
So of the 800 photos that
oh, thank God your Wi-Fi won't.
I
work.
got to go through yesterday, that was definitely one that needed saving. So
Thanks.
thanks, Dylan and Brandy. Anyway, moving on. So do we want to talk about the good news or the bad news?
Let's start
next?
with the bad.
Bad. Let's go
Bad
bad.
first. Start
Bad
off
news. So there's this certain player that has played what? Has he played every position? I can't keep track.
Brad?
There's this Brad Evans guy who there's some rumory kind of things happening that he is training with or whatever. Thanks, Jerry.
Jerry with the hot tip right now. saying that
Jerry
he is-
thinks he's on a microphone already.
So word on the street
Jerry
is,
says he is.
Brad Evans is, on the field in Kansas City. And, that may or may not be a thing a little more formally. But all we know as of today was that he's training with the team.
Now on that,
Damn.
I have to say, good for him.
Good for Brad.
Good for him.
Make your money, Brad. Make your money.
He did say, I'm not going to play for a rival,
Yes.
basically F that. And then the funny part of that was I saw some commenters, I don't remember if it was Sounder at Heart
It
or
was
Twitter
Sounder
or
at Heart.
elsewhere, where people are like, oh, I can't believe he's going there. And like, I think it sucks that he would go there anyway as well, but they're not a rival. Sorry. You don't really, not really
Everyone's a
worried
rival.
about it. It is what it is.
I think he's really just trying to test the market. The words from Kansas City are
As he
that
should.
they don't like. They're like, it's not even really a trial. They're pulling the. This is just a training stint. We don't even know if there's even the possibility of a contract. So it's really more of he or his agent trying to figure out if there's a market for him, and I don't know that there's a market for him to be a starter anywhere.
Man, that's crazy, man. The business of sports is no joke.
Well, it is
I
what
mean,
it is.
yeah.
So good news is that there's somebody who's really, really excited to be on the Sounders for a couple more years.
Yeah.
Roman Torres.
Just a little.
El Capi.
You want me to put Roman up, not Mark's picture again?
Oh,
Whoops.
you ran Mark's photo again?
Dang it.
Yeah.
But you mean this?
I am excited for
Son del
Roman.
fan, Panama City, Roman
dance if you want
Torres,
to.
you contra Tujermor.
So that
Yeah!
Roman Torres guy,
Whoosh!
that was
Hey!
one of the better
Son
things.
del
To, like,
fan,
if you woke
Panama
up and started
City,
paying to the
Roman
attention to the internet a little
Torres,
bit
you
later, that
contra
was a pretty cool thing to see.
Tujermor. Yeah! Whoosh!
No question, that was live, and he's so fun and genuine about it, man. Like, I love the fact that he did, shout out to his Sounders fam, and then he said to Panama City.
Yeah.
This is the announcement. I'm back with Sounders 2 more years. Yeah, it was dope, man.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
People are going to be dropping whoosh.
Whoosh.
Yeah, he did say
Whoosh.
Sounders fans.
Hashtag whoosh.
There's
Which
already
last
like half a dozen 2-poles.
was it
being
last
made,
year or
I'm
2
sure.
years
Probably,
ago? It was
yeah.
hashtag wee.
Yeah, that
There
was
was.
2 years ago.
That
It was
tsunami.
Yvonne
That was
Shits
16
in LA.
In LA, yeah.
Yeah.
Preseason.
Holy shit.
That
Here,
was a
let's
good
play
one.
in a lake.
Yeah, right.
All right, so let's get to the main event here.
The main event.
So we're gonna
We
talk to
need the mic
Dave.
to drop down from the ceiling for Hugo.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's a really good idea. If we had about 27 more feet of cable on there, we could do it.
There is another cable in the bag.
Probably.
It probably doesn't work.
So we got a little bit of teaser. Was that yesterday? It feels like so long ago.
It's it was 8:03.
Yeah.
We have a very important question.
Okay.
Brendan would like to know at what price should he start to invest in Bitcoin?
I have 37 tulips.
Free 99.
The low price of $3.99. We're gonna. I'm gonna suggest that Bitcoin will continue to fall.
Which falls faster, the Dow Jones or Bitcoin?
They both hit the bottom at the same point today. If you were paying attention to the internet, which is kind of terrifying,
Speculators gonna speculate.
right? So, anyway, so some cool things happened today. New kit came out for Sounders. We'll get into specifics or likes and dislikes in a second, but something really, really awesome happened that I don't know. Has there been anything quite that cool that's maybe happened in the league? Maybe.
I was asked about this, and
I thought
didn't
I
have the
saw
research,
another
but-
like comment or support or something on another kit somewhere, but this was pretty cool seeing You Will Hear Us
yeah.
on the kit. It's just I don't know if I would have expected to ever see that, 2, 3, 4 years ago. I
It
think
only
that
applies to on field, by the way.
What? It only applies to on field. Those words have no meaning, Mark.
on field what?
They certainly don't hear us about beer prices.
Let's talk shit in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Let's
Just because you
let's-
didn't get the answer you want doesn't mean you weren't heard.
let's talk about this for a second. So
As my niece once told me, sometimes pleases gets no's.
that's
That
fantastic.
was wise words from Adam. That was your producer quote of the show.
How old's your niece, Adam?
You're like
I think she was like 6 at the time.
Like
I
you
can't remember.
weigh
It's been a while.
proper grammar and
I think she's like
awesomeness.
27 now.
Awesomeness wins. So, Dave, I think it would be great if you can walk us through how this came about as the person at the beginning of Sounder at Heart and sort of how we got to where we are now with this being on the kit and, tell us some cool things about it
How
if you
did
would.
those words become?
How did we
part-
get here? Because that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, that is.
And
Well,
badass.
as the
Please.
days go by,
Please tell us
But more
in Latin.
and more importantly than that, tell us how you felt the moment you were asked and the moment that it became true.
okay, we have a lot of beginnings that I could choose based off of like how you've asked the question. So since we're going to get into, I mean, that's part of why Jerry's here. So we're going to get into a lot of details about that. The process to get on the jersey started nearly 2 years ago. But it also started 8 years ago. And that phrase is also about 7.5 years old. So let's start at One Beginning. One Beginning is Sounder at Heart, started in August 2008, and the original motto was Sounder in Sport, Sounder in Life. Because I wanted to write about just enough stuff that wasn't soccer related, so I can say it's a Puget Sound blog, not a soccer blog using your name, meaning the team's name. But I never really did enough of that. Eventually, we talked about how to get a new motto because nobody really liked it besides me. And one of my writers, he writes under a pseudonym, and came up with a post called "Latin is for Smarties," and he wrote, eventually wrote down "Nos audius in somnius, nos autius in altum," which we eventually fixed when an actual Latin professor said it's in alto, you dummies. And so essentially, "Nos audius in somnius" means you will hear us in your sleep, or you will hear us as you dream, kind of. "Nos audius in alto" means you will hear us in the deep, or in the heights, or in the depths. And that was kind of a reference to the deep waters off the Sound. And so we've kind of used that phrase. And a couple years later, we tagged on, "You will hear us, this is our sound," or "This is our sound, you will hear us," with a play off of the Puget Sound. And so, it's a phrase meant to capture what Seattle is known for in all of its sports, whether it's the Huskies, the Seahawks, the Mariners when they're good, the Sonics when they existed, the rain and the storm both right now.
Let's go.
We get loud. We get loud at our sport, and so that's kind of what it's all about. Like, it's a way to capture that. And about 2 years ago, I skipped a moment. So about 7 or 8 years ago, when I was on Alliance Council, one of the resolutions that I was the primary author of was that Alliance Council should have influence over kits. And the exact wording is not how it's wound up being implemented because of business reasons. But eventually the current Alliance Council fought, and they had influence on, like, the jock tag. 2 cycles ago was when that started.
So, and just for clarity for people who may not know,
the
which
jock
part
tag
of the
is a
jersey
little
the jock
like
tag?
sewn on,
Like
patch,
left
basically,
hip
right?
kind of
Side
thing.
of the
Yeah.
jersey.
Yeah.
What's interesting, this year's jock tag is pretty cool because it's not a sewn-on patch; it's just embroidered on.
Not even. It's a applique.
Is it applique?
Yeah.
Oh,
It looks like
Okay.
applique. Yeah.
okay. Still, it's different than most of the jock tags that have been on in the past. So they had influence there, and the club started to expand influence and said, think about what you would want on the neck tape if you guys got to choose what was on the neck tape. I'm relaying this kind of secondhand because that's how it was said to me when Brendan and Jerry reached out to me and said, hey, we're wondering, can we put "You Will Hear Us" on the back of a jersey? And we talked about it, and I gave them the history. They got the history lesson with all the writing that I've done, that I'd done up to that point on the motto and the phrase. And they pitched it to the team, and eventually they said, they've reached back and they're like, this is a go. And then I had to forget about it for like 9 months because there was nothing more I could do. And then like a couple months ago, it's like, hey, think about like how it's going to be marketed and all that jazz, because it might pop up in other places because it's there and it's cool. And as Tom knows as a PR guy, if something's really cool and they're in one element of an organization, they want to push it out.
Yeah.
And so you'll... SeatGeek did "They Will Hear Us" in an email, and there was an Instagram post advertising the home opener, which was just a lot of crowd noise and big block letters, "You Will Hear Us," and then the home opener date. So, yeah. Then quickly ahead, last night I posted the first teaser for the jersey, and then the Alliance Council did one, and then the team did one. And then today, the press release came out. And what was awesome for me was all I had seen up until the press release stuff was the neck tape. I hadn't seen anything else.
It's been clarified for us. It's neck hit. 'cause it's
Neck
on the
hit.
outside.
Oh, neck
Yeah.
tape would be on the interior.
Yeah.
The
So this
sounders
is
have
like-
put- yeah.
This is like we've had inside
I've said
before.
neck tape 3 times
Yep.
online already.
Yeah, but the
Damn
hit
it,
is
nobody
like what is
corrected
it?
me.
Colorado has like 5280, and
Yeah.
there are a couple of others like that. So it's on the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did Come on Seattle
Which
without
was
a comma.
tape.
Yep. That was the neck tape. Now we have
Yeah.
a neck hit.
Yes.
That kid is below it.
So that was our pedantry for the day.
Lick it. You're watching. Like, go edit everywhere I put on Sounder Heart neck tape. Make it neck hit because you're probably the one that called it out here. So I hadn't seen it, and one of the interesting things is the operation security of this organization has expanded dramatically. We talk about it in rumors all the time, but look at it with this kit. Like in years past, we've had knowledge of what the kit is weeks ahead of time. Here I am with an element on the kit,
And you hadn't seen it.
I hadn't seen the whole thing.
Yeah.
All I had, and
Dave's like, I think it's gonna be green.
that's all I knew. I didn't know anything about sleeves or anything else. So for me, I don't know. It's been a really weird day because, like, my phone's blowing up with mentions on every social media, and it was a DM, but I'm just gonna say it. Arlo White DM me to say, Dave, that's pretty awesome. Basically,
Yeah.
like, I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's really awesome. Like, it's so, like, I'm like calling my family and
Yeah.
like, I know you don't like soccer, but go to soundersfc.com because I'm quoted, and it's about me. And
Dude.
yeah.
So is this
We
what
love
all
you,
the like
man.
vague
Cheers to
vague
you real
booking has
quick.
been?
I've been vague booking
Yeah,
a lot
let's-
about
let's
this.
Cheers
for
to
a while.
that,
Cheers-
dude.
cheers
That's
to Dave.
huge. We're proud of you.
Salud.
Proud to have you as a friend here and joining us on the show to share
Don't knock Mark's bottom out.
to share these really special moments, man, of our passion and our love. You know, we always talk about passion and fan base, this and that. It's this, man. It's these stories. I'm very fortunate to be sitting here and listening to your stories, and to see that being woven into the fabric, literally the fabric of the club. I can see why
That's a good line, dude. Woven into
So
the
is this
fabric
what you've
of the-
been like vague booking about for the last like 4 days?
All the soccer-related vague booking has been about this. I have a really big.
We're like,
I'm
did Dave
vague
hit the
booking-
lottery?
I'm vague booking another
Like-
thing that's beer-related because I'm trying to sell my beer in the largest account in the state. Wait, maybe the second largest.
Ooh,
One of the stadiums.
LFG.
Valhalla Pullman?
It's only funny.
So, so anyway, so in the last week, there's obviously been some churn on this. You were probably going, okay, it's coming at some point. The season is about to happen. So how's your last? You talked a little bit about Arlo and some other things, but last 24, 48 hours have been presumably interesting for you. And hopefully for Sounder at Heart.
I mean, it's so the Super Bowl ends, and I immediately like set a timer because everything is very organized, and I'm like telling everybody at the Super Bowl party, I'm like, I'm about to have an awesome time, so I got to go. I'm gonna go to a different. I have written and rewritten that teaser post that we did probably 6 times. Another version of it's going to go up tomorrow, actually.
Excellent.
I'm going to borrow from Vox.com. It's going to be called "You Will Hear Us," explained.
You're making some SEO moves.
Yes, I am. Did you know you can buy shirts with "You Will Hear Us" on it? I've got a few of them.
Where?
Webcommunitytees.com.
I feel like you're about to sell a few more.
Webcommunities.com.
This one with the Puget Sound where it says "This is our sound" and it says "You will hear us" underneath it.
Where can I find that again?
Webcommunitytees.com or go to
Webcommunitytees.com.
sounderheart.com and just scroll down to where it says Sounder Heart Store and click on it. We've got others, and we'll have new ones coming out in a while. But I don't know. It's just been. I do the phone on like the little dash thing because when I'm driving around to my various accounts,
Is that when you call me?
I call you a lot.
Same.
I know.
Both. You go work.
I'm usually
so I
on
don't call
D&D.
him.
Why?
Yeah. So
He's in the car. all day.
I'm in the
Making
car by
calls.
myself, and I like to talk. We may have noticed this. I'm a talker.
You're literally the only phone call I ever answer.
Good. I'll let your mom know.
Oh my god!
Wow, that was a double cut.
That was so, dude. Dude.
Mark
God,
just
all I see is
self-left.
ashes over here. All I see is Mark's
Mark
ashes.
is no longer.
That's just
with
because he
us.
farted earlier.
So, because I keep it there, like, I don't have to touch it or anything, but like the notifications, blah blah blah, and then you say like, "Okay, Google, read the notifications," and 17 minutes later, Google is done reading the notifications. And the team mentioning it on Twitter, I mean, that was to be expected, but I think the words they used were more powerful than I had expected.
It was pretty serious.
Kyle Sheldon, who is vice president of marketing and content,
Friend of the show.
said some really awesome things. Mike Gastineau, who is somebody who I worked alongside way back when I was at KJR.
I had a smile and a tear when I read his words.
That was awesome.
That's because you work with produce.
The other
I wasn't in
the other SB Nation bloggers, like a lot of them, like, if you go to soundersfc.com, and they've got Twitter Reacts. It's one of the easiest stories to write because you just embed a lot of tweets.
Yeah.
And like a third of the Twitter Reacts are my fellow bloggers at SB Nation, like the fellow soccer bloggers. Nusser reached out to me on GChat. Brian Floyd is the editor-in-chief of SBNation.com, and the first soccer posts he wrote were at Sounder at Heart. And once I
Also
knew this was
could-
official, I put it forward to him that it was going to happen because he knows all the people at
Yeah.
headquarters, and he's like, marketing is now very well aware. They might be reaching out
So they
to
were
you this
probably
week.
excited.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be able to take it to their pitches and like their annual recaps and all that. And so basically, like when Vox Media does their like end of year report, will almost
It's in
certainly
that
be
deck.
a slide
Yeah.
in the deck that's about this.
That's
moment.
pretty cool. So now all the other blogs with punny names are all going to be aiming to like get on their team's kits or packaging or something.
It takes.
That's a crazy bar if you really think about it. And it's not like you're some D-level team in a league no one cares about. This is a team that sells some of
They
the
are
top
top
5 kits or jerseys, like player-specific jerseys. A
Oh,
couple
yeah.
of them, right?
They had like 6 in the top 25 last year.
So like just those jerseys is a significant amount of jersey sales, let alone the whole rest of them that people are buying in Seattle and beyond. So
I
that's
mean,
pretty awesome.
It's kind of a perfect storm to have happen. I mean, it needed a club that believed in democracy in sports and eventually gave those groups more influence. It needed somebody with a extraordinary group of friends and colleagues to run a website that's grown the way Sounder at Art has, because that's well beyond me. Particularly with this job, I'm leaning heavier than ever on Jeremiah, who has an actual job with SB Nation. Like, his job isn't to write for Sounder at Heart. His job is to try to create dozens of Sounder at Hearts for other soccer teams. So, leaning on him, I have to call out Sidereal, who is listed as an editor on the website. He's now does a lot of back end stuff with us, but he's part of why Ride of the Valkyries exists the way it does, because he wanted women's sports covered as thoroughly as we do men's. Susie Rance helps with graphics. Lickett, Ryan. Wow, I could name a ton of people. Spencer was our beat reporter for 2 years. And then EA hired him, so we don't have him. Nico Marino just joined us this year. So we're going to have some Spanish language
Hell yeah,
content.
Nico.
And trying to amplify his message out there, because obviously he does a lot of hard work. Max Aquino and Mike Russell, and Jane have all been photographers for us. Aunt May shot for us before as well. I'm gonna. We've got dozens of people who have contributed at various times. Ethan, Sevenless, who just abandoned. Adam Weigel, both of the Mantles. Both Brett and Sarah have written for the site in official capacities. Brett's come to practice and interviewed players and transcribed. Hell,
She did a Snapchat takeover for.
she
does
runs
that all the time,
Snapchat for
yeah.
us on game days. Friend of this show, Emily Cummings, has done some art for us. MLS watercolors as well.
They're the same people.
I'm gonna forget people, and it's not because they don't mean a lot, but because there are a lot of people who've contributed a lot. And frankly, I if I'm thanking everybody like this is a freaking Oscar speech or something like that at this point,
Just keep going. It's funny.
Adrian Hanauer,
Do you want me to
because
play some walk-off
in the
music?
summer of 2008, I reached out to him and said I was going to start a blog, and that was back when you could email Adrian, and it wasn't really a big deal because he was running a minor league soccer team. And I said, "Can I call it Sounder at Heart? Because it's kind of a plan." And he goes, the email was something like, "I don't see why not. Best of luck to you." And we've talked and interacted in capacities as fan to owner, as reporter to owner, as Alliance Council member to owner, as two dudes talking about dogs and kids and trips to Mexico. I think without a doubt, if it wasn't for him, like so much of what is special about the Seattle Sounders wouldn't be there. And frankly, I think also what helped it work was Coach, because we know in that title run, he made a lot of references to "we hear you out there." Like, it was pretty clear. He reads the website. He knows what the motto is, and he referred to it, and he talked about the noise and the volume and what we could do as a fan base to influence. So, I mean, again, I'm forgetting people, but
Aaron.
Campo,
Yeah.
Aaron Riley for having me on this show
Damn.
ages ago. But if I had to do like just the shortest of lists, it's going to be Jason A. Churchill, who talked me into being a blogger, and hosted it when it was before SB Nation. Adrian Hanauer, Brian Schmetzer, Matt Gash, Jeremiah Oshan, Tyler Blazinski, who founded SB Nation, and then Kristen Clark, my wife, for putting up with me spending 30 to 50 hours a week writing and blogging while employed, and when I was unemployed, longer.
70,
God damn,
70
I talked
to
a
90
lot.
hours. So we're gonna keep this going because you gave some shouts to the Alliance Council, and people being involved with making things happen. And Jerry Neal is in the house, so we are gonna pull him up here and talk to him a little bit about the process with whatever he can share from kind of that inside point of view. You had talked about Brennan and Jerry and some other folks earlier, and I think Jerry can give us color from the other side.
Jerry Neal, come on down. The price is right.
And then we are definitely asking Jerry SonarFeed questions. So however you want to do this.
Right here,
No. Oh, wait, in between? Okay.
Adam's in charge.
Adam said in between. I don't need to be on camera.
Mic right there. Yes. Pick it up, turn it on. Start talking. You can sit though.
Yeah, please let me sit first.
No. Mamas.
Did you say no mames?
No, he said no.
Hugo goes, no. And so
you
I
said
added
mamas.
mamas.
So,
Speaking of, where's Katie?
friend of the show most days.
She's
Down
the one that
voter,
used to tell me that
down
phrase.
voter of the show some days. Jerry Neal.
Great.
Yeah.
Many of you know Jerry on the Twitter. Says, what are you these days, Jerry?
SSFC FOTY 2015.
I thought it was just
AKA
15 or
Jerry
20. No,
with
it's
the
just 15.
cider?
It's not 2015.
15,
I
just
think.
15.
Yeah. Oh, is it 15? I don't know.
Yeah, it's just 15.
It's just Jerry. You'll find him.
Jerry
Jerry
doesn't-
Jerry with a cider / star.
No real surprise. Jerry doesn't know.
Jerry,
Hi.
that's actually so appropriate.
Shout out to Herc for that.
Jerry, you can find at at the Sounders Pro Shop when
Most evenings.
new keeper
Yep.
kits are coming out, Flat Stick Pub, or
Soda location.
in the ECS section at
Or
matches
any
on,
forum
on
Yep.
to do
match
with
day.
kit releases.
Yep.
Basically, all new kit releases.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Sounders kit releases.
So we
And
joke,
keeper kits, which
we
aren't
joke
Sounders
in
themed.
the
Well, we
title.
have a
We
different
joke
one.
with blame Jerry in the title, and we'll get to some of that in a few minutes. But Jerry, thank you for joining us.
What's
thank
the
you for-
hashtag?
Jerry don't know.
Blame Jerry.
No, the other one.
Jerry doesn't know.
Jerry doesn't know.
When people have a question.
Ask Jerry.
Joogle.
Oh yeah, hashtag Joogle, JOOGLE.
It's like Google,
But
but
it's Jerry.
not.
I'm the
Google.
in between the Sounders and everybody else.
Wow, those are big
Gatekeeper.
words.
The gatekeeper.
Dave is like shit.
Damn. I thought they will hear us on the back of the jersey was special. Damn.
So anyway, Jerry, you're part of the Alliance Council. Your second turn on the Alliance Council.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Can you start from the beginning a little bit? Tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got involved in Sounders and the Alliance Council specifically, and then bring us up to kind of today and the process of the jersey for this year.
Well, my Sounders fandom started 2009. I was at work and saw a header for the Sounders. And I was like, "Oh, this is cool. Check it out." And then, like a couple minutes later, I saw a header for the ECS, and I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool. Let's see what this is about." Heard that the Sounders were in MLS, the newest team. Want to check it out. Second grade, I played soccer. That's another story. And I was like, oh, I'll give it a try. Came to 4 games in 2009. By the end of the Barcelona game, up in the 300 level, I was hooked. Even more, the San Jose home game. Good times. Have had season tickets ever since. At least 2 tickets
Great.
in GA. And the last 3 or 4 years, I've tried to get as much involved as I can in ECS in general. And a quick shout out to Reggie, who fixed our capo stand for the front of 122.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
Boom.
So good
shout
times. Yay, off-season progress. So how'd you get involved in the Alliance Council when you first did?
This
Were you
will-
just so all in that you were like, I'm doing this? Or
Well, so this is technically my second stint. I took the last year off.
yeah,
He said that.
yeah.
But I want to get involved as I can. This is a unique deal that fans can have with a pro sports team. I personally enjoy jerseys.
We've heard.
Keeper
Some
jerseys.
rumor.
Do you just
Oh.
have like a payroll deduction that goes straight to the like pro shop?
I
Sounders
have
an A.
I have a credit card that's solely
Or
Sounders related,
The Sounders front office.
and that
Accounts
includes
receivable
that
letter in their bookkeeping.
that
Jerry's
includes
name on
travel.
it.
Yeah.
Having
Which
outbid
designated
you,
player did you get signed based off of how much money you spent?
Probably Victor at this point.
How many
Nice.
total jerseys do you have?
Oh, Sounders or non-Sounders?
Sounders.
One of every MLS jersey we have at least.
And how many keeper kits do you have?
Keeper kids, I have at least one Stefan Fry has worn in the last 3 years.
But when you say
So
every-
probably pushing 10.
but
Yeah,
this
because
is-
he wears
Of just
he
Fry.
wears like 3 or 4
well,
a year.
of whatever jersey the Sounders have worn.
right?
But when you said every one, at least one of every Sounders jerseys, that's MLS era, right?
MLS era, I have 5 or 6 pre-MLS that I've gotten off of eBay. I'm sorry, everybody else who likes to buy off there.
Stephanie Steiner says, "Jam Jerry allocation money."
I'll take it.
Get your own Jerry's out there, Portland.
So tell us a little bit about the process. It takes 18 plus months typically for the kit cycles, right? Is what I've always heard.
So last year they started planning next year's away kit. So it's a 2-year process.
And now we're at the point where we're only going to have 2, at least for right now, right? For right now.
It's a 2-year process?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever's like looking really cool right now won't be.
Dude, Hugo, I'm going to blow your mind. There's literally an sub-industry in fashion where what they do is figure out what's going to be cool years down the road.
That's impossible. It's like telling the future.
They essentially, what they declare is what will
Creates
be. It isn't really that they're discovering it in most cases. It's they're going to force it to be true.
How can I like get hip to this, man?
Watch more fashion shows
Read
and
some fashion
magazines.
bloggers. Yeah.
Read more Cosmo.
No, but like I'm talking more sports focused.
I mean, it's the same thing. Those Adidas is a fashion business.
That's crazy.
Essentially.
It takes so long to do a jersey. That's just wow. Thanks, man. I just learned something new.
Well, you gotta realize that there's a couple, pretty close to 100 plus teams that Adidas supplies, and they got to go through the same process for each individual one, and that's just where we essentially fall.
Mark, you're distracting Tom again.
But anyway, the
That's
process.
because he's a millennial.
Anyway, Jerry. So talk to us a little bit about the process here with this specific kit.
So now the council gets. We get to have input on a few different things. We get the neck hit, which is what the SonarFeed slogan is on now.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you. Appreciate that.
I don't
Sounder
know.
at heart.
Yeah, Sounder at heart.
Sonar
You said
feed.
Sonar Feed.
Thanks, man. We appreciate it. Don't worry. We will ride
All
Dave's
my lines
coattails
are
on that
blurry.
nonstop.
Jerry was proudly declaring that he was getting his 2nd liter of beer earlier.
I am so excited for SonarFeed questions. It's not even funny.
Sounder at heart. I am.
Yeah.
Sounder. I'm so sorry.
It's all good.
But anyway,
we have some Sounder at Heart
I'm
here
really
too.
I'm really impressed that it got allowed, because it's the meaning to me is pretty huge for our fan base, because wherever we go, you will hear us, whether it be on a Portland broadcast at Providence Park, which there's
a gift for that.
Yeah, there's a gift for that, where a Portland announcer has said, "Oh, by the way, you're looking at the Portland fans and you're hearing the ECS."
That was epic. The best.
I don't have a bookmark of that or anything.
We'll find it at some point.
Yeah.
But so the general process is now we get the input on a few different aspects of the jersey. This year we switched it up from the jock tag, which is the little corner on the bottom of the jersey, which was the City of Seattle logo the last 2 years.
Yep.
Which ended up being on 2 jerseys as opposed to 1, like I thought.
Which
it would
was
be.
pretty cool.
Nice.
It was pretty cool because it was a work-appropriate gear for me. And this year we switched it up. We decided we want to go with the neck hit, and it couldn't have been a better idea than "You Will Hear Us."
LFG.
So what you're saying is you've set the bar high for yourselves already.
I think, honestly, it will get better every year from here on, because they've trusted us with those, and slowly I think our goal is to work on getting a little bit more input on the jersey every single year. And
Nice.
so
That's cool.
after taking this year off, the away kit for next year has already been decided, so we'll see what that ends up being. I trust every single person who has been
It's
on
just
that
Sounder
committee.
at heart. No, I'm kidding.
Sounder at Heart is actually the main sponsor.
The Seattle Sounders brought to you by.
No, that's public.
Wow. That's by Max. I thought
I've talked to Max
The
about
corporate
that.
overlord.
you can trust.
Dude, that's,
We might.
Hallelujah.
I have indicated to him that we will be sponsoring a pub league team.
Oh,
breaking
breaking
news.
news!
Breaking news.
I want to coach that team.
Damn it, Adam. Anyway, you only super produced all night up till that point.
Fired.
I was busy. And can I?
He's like I was tweeting.
No.
Did you see the?
No.
So
You remember Joe Piscopo?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His "I'm from Jersey" character.
Yes.
That's all I was doing.
Nice. So
Wait.
you're running the breaking news?
No, I'm running. I'm from Jersey.
Oh, okay. Just
God, that breaking news sound was great on my big screen last week.
I enjoyed it.
It was fantastic. I'm done.
Tom.
Ooh, Stephanie says front sponsor is Girl Scout cookies. I'm
Ooh.
down with that.
Thin mints or Samoas?
That's the question you're going to have to answer after this brief message. No. So, couple of questions. What color of kit do you want the club to release most for a keeper kit or a secondary?
So this year, if anybody hasn't seen Twitter yet, it's going to be a black and I'd call it scarlet combo. If you
For the
if-
keeper
for
kit?
the keeper kit,
That's what you want the
Is
most?
that what you want most? Of all possible colors.
before.
The dream that Jerry has for color.
is real.
So
right
there were
now.
5 different possible designs that
No,
Adidas
no,
made
no.
this year.
Back off
but
We're not asking
one
Adidas,
that we are
we're
getting-
asking you.
We want
No.
you. Any
No.
color you
if
could
you
ever
were the
have.
only chooser.
no, I'm getting to it. The one that we're getting is the one we group of us have most wanted. It's the black and off pink scarlet color keeper kit. It's
Off pink.
I haven't seen it in person, but if you Twitter me, you will see the photos
Okay.
in the media.
This is
It's
Black
the one that
market.
it's the one that Nick Raimondo leaked.
Okay.
Black
It's-
Market Victoria's
Oh.
Secret.
It's pretty.
second
It's
brand is
it's a
off pink.
pretty
Got
good
it.
color
Off pink.
combo.
Yeah.
However, everyone wants that red one, so we'll see if we get that one as well.
We're
If-
not asking about everyone. We're asking what you want.
Yeah.
In
Oh, I
your
want-
dream
What does
scenario.
Jerry want? If
I want that
No
blink.
Adidas influence, no Sounders influence.
Just you.
Jerry. What does Jerry want?
Jerry designed his own,
I want that black and red pink one, honestly, because
Black, red,
it's
pink.
different enough.
black
It's
and
different
off pink.
enough. It doesn't matter what pattern it is, because as long as it's different and it gives the goalkeepers a little something extra, because they're the unsung heroes in jersey designs. The last two seasons, it's just been a plain jersey with Adidas stripes. This year, it's a little bit different.
Okay.
As long as it gives them a little fun.
So secondary kit for Sounders, the whole team. What color? What do you want to see? Pick anything you want. If you could design the kit right now, what
The
would
shirt
it be?
you're wearing. The shirt you're wearing.
What was it?
You would be like
I would love that
straight
shirt.
up 90s flannel.
Yeah.
I would love this blue and green flannel. However, I doubt that ever happens.
Make it happen, Jerry.
Make it happen, dude.
It was
2020.
I want to say it's Man U who just came out with the jersey that is basically the roof of their stadium. It was
What's
If
a
I
roof?
cared about Manchester United, I wouldn't
No.
be a Seattle Sounder.
Not that I'm a Man U fan, I'm a City fan, but there was a team that just came out with the roof pieces of their stadium, and then a couple of their players, just silhouettes. If we came out with something kind of like, I don't know, the roof of our stadium, and then our total general colors like the green and blue, it'd be kind of cool. Something slightly different. I'm more into the outrageous, really different kits
So
than
you
anybody
want
else
Super
does.
Saiyan 2.
Oh my god. Sorry, that was my really.
That was definitely different, but I don't know if I want it that different.
And then
I would love a pink kit in MLS because aside from that one Toronto kit that they had, no one else has ever.
I have to tell you, I have that keeper kit
Do you have to tell?
from Steph that I got
Here.
That purple one.
No, that was
that
the purple.
I
that, no, no,
dreamed
no.
about.
After
And you crushed my soul.
after the supporter shield, after we won the supporter shield.
Yeah. Oh
that
yeah.
I, like, all the players were giving their jerseys away, and it was.
It was the
Fry
purple one.
and one other person, and I was like, "Hey, Steph," and he comes over, and I have the pink keeper kit, and it's fantastic.
Wait, the pink one?
Pink one, 2014.
Oh, I have the Hahnemann version of that.
Yeah.
Hahnemann, Hahnemann, Hahnemann.
He's-
Hahnemann, Hahnemann, Hahnemann. Hahnemann, Hahnemann, Hahnemann.
It's Sounders legend, Mark.
He signed that. He signed mine in the beer garden at Fuel while pouring me whiskey.
And then I think this is from Brendan. He wants to know if you like the plum jersey that the Sounders FC beach soccer keeper used in 2011. It's plum.
Plum.
And beach soccer.
Unless it's that purple kit that you got from the.
No, you said plum.
From 2 years ago.
Has Beth ever forgiven you?
Plum is a totally different color.
Jerry and Lee Rail together gave me so much hate that day.
I don't know what that one is, honestly. At
Okay.
this point,
I think Brendan might have been
The plum version.
digging in the crates for that particular thing.
aside from that one purple
Brendan
one
says
that
he's
you
gonna
won at
retweet
the
it.
SonarFeed tournament. Yeah.
Thanks, Brendan.
You can always count on Brendan to find
That's great.
old tweets.
$200 Adidas lightweight flannel. That's gonna be wonderful.
I'd buy it.
Yo, do you know how many they would sell? Seriously,
What?
like a lot. Like if they just had a warm up that was like faux flannel, we would all buy it.
Old fashioned.
Oh, look at you trying to blow the budget.
Can you just
Doesn't
That
show
would
up
be
in
our
3
reaction.
weeks.
Elijah Craig?
Orders an old
Elijah
fashioned.
Craig.
Oh, geez.
Not-
Jason Ross is watching.
So-
Dude,
Try and make plaid
like
happen.
that. But rave green instead of the dark green.
In 2022, right?
5 years from now,
And
we'll
I don't
have a
eat-
plaid jersey.
And whether or not
So-
whether or not they do it as a jersey, push plaid
That.
with rave green rather than the green that you've got.
Sounders tartan.
It's a dark
in
green, yeah.
in the pro shop. Give me a
Dude,
logo on the
Utilakilts would be
and I
all
would
over
buy
that
it.
shit in like 10 seconds.
Fuck
And they're
you.
a block away, so.
Fuck you.
Why are you anti-Utilikilt, man?
I
Not
I
you.
still
this
want a
guy with the
Utilikilt.
F-bomb 3 times over Utilikilts.
Your
I
dignity,
could-
sir.
I have no dignity, and I'm not ashamed to say that.
Do you understand? It'd be much easier for me
now
to open
so
carry
we
a
have been
sword if I had
talking.
to kill
We've
one.
been talking.
Can't bring a sword into the stadium.
We've been talking for a year about marking moments in the show, and then during the week tweeting links to that exact moment. In
That
this,
would be one.
And Jerry pointing out that he has no dignity is the first one. Marking.
Roughly 119.
Am I the first for 2018?
We've already gone for an hour 19.
I think so.
You might be the first of all moments we've ever have gone back and dug in the crates.
Brent,
so
Brendan would like us to
I
get back
really
to
don't
questions.
care at this point.
Brendan would
in
like
my
us
life.
to get back
to get back to
questions.
his questions. Oh, sonar feed questions. Oh, no.
Jerry.
So let's get back.
Big year 2 pod.
Anyway. Oh.
Rapid fire.
I
You have
just
the hot
saw
seat.
that- I'm going to say Biggie.
Good
Oh,
answer.
East Coast.
That is not at all what I was expecting.
I mean, I honestly don't really care for either.
Can you name a Biggie song?
Hell no. You ask me for a Miranda Lambert song, I can go for that, but
She just played at the Tacoma Dome.
yeah.
This is going to be so
and
good.
I freaking missed that, and I'm upset as hell.
Bouncy House. Go now.
Let's go all
I've
in.
got the Girl Scout cookies one queued up.
Wait,
Thin Mints.
Get out
No,
of here.
see,
It
You
was
don't
nice.
even have to.
It was
have
nice.
the
It was
show.
nice to
done.
have
We're
you here,
done.
dude.
which
Samoas again
Which-
every single week.
However,
Amazing.
I can tolerate them. I can tolerate the Samoa.
which
We don't
historical
need to shout,
figure?
We have microphones.
Which historical figure would you want to go in a bouncy house with?
Oh, that's a good one. I have always been. Whoa.
Rapid fire.
No, I have always been intrigued with the electronics and especially the electronics. So I would say Thomas Edison. When I was a kid, we used to have the mixed up Mother Goose game.
Yeah.
And wait, I'm on the wrong game.
Are you
I
mixed
totally
up,
fucked that up.
Mother Goose?
Yes.
Operation?
Thomas
Are you thinking
Edison.
Operation?
No, this has to be.
Yes.
I can hear him.
No, anyway, I do Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison.
No
'Cause
Saudi.
to hear about
Jerry.
how electronics work and
While being in a bouncy house.
yeah, and that crazy hair, it'd be flopping everywhere.
There's a lot of Lincoln, and then it's all like random people, and then Thomas Edison.
What about Tesla, though?
Fuck them.
Not the car.
So you
Tesla.
want the crazy? So you want? You
That
want
was good.
Wait,
giant
no, no, no,
answer.
no. Point of clarity: Einstein or Edison?
Oh, Edison.
Crazy hair
It's
is
Einstein.
Sure.
General Electric, Edison. How about both?
Yes.
Boom.
We'll go with both.
All right, taco question. I'm gonna switch it up though. If you could only have one taco for the rest of your life, which taco would that be?
I know that one. As a frequenter of Flat Stick Pub right now, it's the Shroom and Raha taco that they have there, Manu's Bodega, which operates.
That's a new one. That's a new spin.
It is the great mushroom and a little bit of spice,
I like that.
but
I like
it's
that.
just enough that it
That's
gives
gonna
you a
be
little bit
hard.
of punch.
Yeah, I'm not a big vegetarian fan, but that I could do.
Uro hates
honestly,
vegetarians. You heard it here first.
I will say, as a occasional
I'm-
employee
yeah.
there, every single taco they serve at Manu's Bodega there at Flat Stick and Pioneer Square is amazing. You can literally just point to one, and it won't be bad.
Okay,
No,
yeah,
it will be.
I
It will
think
be.
it won't be bad. I agree with you.
It will not be
Yeah.
bad.
The potato one's pretty good.
Yeah, the potato chorizo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, that's good. Dave, do you have a question? Dave's like, I'm texting everyone
That
right
Hugo
now.
hates vegetarian.
Dave and Mark are texting each other.
Literally, Ariel is like, "Fuck you, Hugo."
I have one though.
No.
I have one
Wait,
for
you're
the
going to
panel here.
ask a SonarFeed question?
I would love to ask
This
you guys
sounds
one.
like a poor life choice, but okay.
No, it's
tables
an
in the
easy
middle.
one.
Hold on, let me grab my beer.
So who are you asking? All of us, or
I will ask all of you, and we'll go through the table real quick, starting with Hugo. If you had to have if you could only eat one pizza for the rest of your life, what kind of pizza would it be?
easy? Carne asada and chorizo with jalapeno poppers and mushroom. Not jalapeno,
Jalapeno
poppers.
poppers
Not
on
jalapeno
pizza?
poppers.
What?
No,
That's
like a
jalapenos.
Shit,
I don't even
not
like
poppers.
jalapeno poppers, and that sounds amazing.
I could, but
I mean,
Well,
I just got a
Jalapenos
call from Jack in the Box. They want you to
mushrooms.
make that for them. Put it on the late night menu.
you're on the commercial now.
thanks, man.
Dave,
Yeah, basically,
Dave, your
carne
pizza.
asada,
What kind
chorizo.
Dave Pizza.
of pizza? Dave.
Dave Pizza.
I
Pizza.
have to
What
go
you
for
got?
one and only one. I'm just gonna go straight standard pepperoni. Just gonna want to keep it simple.
From
I
where?
like
though?
that. I like
From
that.
where?
I'd probably, I've got a fondness for trash hole pizza lately, so I'd probably Pizza Hut's deep dish pepperoni if I have to go for one simple stuff. You're bookmarking trash hole pizza. aren't you?
Yes.
125.29.
If you want to sponsor me, Pizza Hut, that probably would be a bad idea.
I'm buying that domain if it's available.
Trashholepizza.com.
Mark,
The fungi salsiccia from Pagliacci. It's mushrooms and sausage and peppers.
Mushrooms are the rats of the vegetable.
Mark, how do you
world.
say sausage
Well,
in
you know what?
Spanish?
You don't even work in the produce industry, so fuck off.
Mark, how do you say sausage in Spanish?
No mames.
No mames.
No, for real.
It depends on what
Fuck
kind of
if I
sausage.
know.
You just said it. Salchicha.
Whatever you want it to be, Tom.
Salsiccia.
There you go.
That was Italian.
Same word. Salchicha.
Tomas?
Salchicha.
What New York pizza are you gonna have?
John's Pizza. John's of Bleecker.
Wow, I would have thought you would have said some lasagna.
Some Chicago deep dish.
Casserole.
John's of Bleecker. Pepperoni and jalapeno.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's
Where,
a good one.
where is John's?
Bleecker Street.
Just outside of Rutgers.
Wow.
Next to the
Did you
nutmeg
count that?
office? Next to
You
your
counted
nutmeg
that, right?
office?
We're up to 9?
That was definitely.
shit, the
I will
over.
Not say that.
Adam.
I can't say that.
Weigel.
Adam.
I can't say it.
Pizza.
So I don't know where it would be from.
Where is Rutgers?
but,
What's your toppings?
That's in New Jersey.
New Brunswick.
pepperoni, basil, and cream cheese.
Wait, is that
Like
three
three
type
types of
pepperoni?
3 different types of pepperoni.
Ooh.
It's really good. I've only had
Okay.
it one place, and they don't make the best pizza, but the conceptually
They got 3 different types,
three
of,
different types
pepperoni on it. It better be good.
Cream cheese drizzled on top and some basil sprinkled on top.
Oh, shit.
It's really good.
All right. Well, then I got to throw mine in because I had it today for lunch.
You're answering the questions now too.
Well,
It's his show.
I
We're
got to
just
give a
plugging
plug
it.
because they gave me half off today. Elemental Pizza, which is a nice little chain that's around this greater Seattle area, currently in the Columbia Tower, 3rd floor.
Not ahead of the curve.
What's
Head of
sweet?
the-
What's sweet?
Today I went with the red sauce, but the white sauce is absolutely exceptional. Smoked mozzarella, prosciutto, caramelized onion, and bacon.
that sounds really good, actually.
It honestly, you can make a chicken bacon ranch there, and it's amazing. And it's 8 minutes or less in the oven.
How
and
are you
can
not
take it home.
dead?
Because I skip a meal.
Ow!
I'm going to ask Bookworm Lisa's traditional question. She's not here, so I'll ask for her. What is the most recent book that you've read?
How to Paddle Your Own Canoe by Nick Offerman.
Oh my God, Nick.
Wow.
No. So
No. I'm giving you actual props for that. That is a
honestly,
good call.
if you just YouTube the dude, half of his Conan O'Brien bits, and then his general in his shop at his woodworking shop, it's absolutely amazing the culture this dude has. And he is the manliest of men.
And he wears pink hats, pink pussy hats.
Pink hats and
Do you know
Follow up.
What famous? Oh, go ahead. Mark.
Oh, I was going to follow up the book question.
I was gonna follow up to that answer. What famous show was his wife in?
He's married?
Yeah.
Damn it!
Come on.
No, it's
Cheers.
She's a big vodka fan
Will and Grace?
in the show. You got it. Nice.
It took me about.
That's why he responded to the photo that
It
she
took
posted.
me half a year to realize where she was from. 'Cause
She was posing with all those beefcakes and the Speedos and whatnot recently.
Yeah.
Hashtag
and he's like-
beefcakes.
and
mark it.
he quote tweeted that, and he's like, "Where am I?"
the reboot is still as good as the original.
I watched a couple. I think it's getting there.
Jerry, follow up.
It's not. No, he was just.
To the book question. What's the greatest book that you've ever read and the one that you would recommend to others? Rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
So my favorite book is Russell Brand's Revolution. He is eccentric enough that it kind of takes a different view of everything. And watching him from any movie, he's like that in general. He's literally like that every day of his life. He doesn't really change. And I appreciate a guy who doesn't change for anything.
That's a really serious answer.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
And I don't read much books, so.
By the way, I'd like to point out, Mark, there's literal video evidence of you throwing food at people, and you just tried to point at me like I did it. Like it's on the internet. The CIA is right now like, fuck, he threw it again. Yeah.
Judas.
Judas.
I don't know that I'd count that one. That wasn't a great.
What?
I don't know
What
about
is-
that one.
Jerry,
Worth it.
what is your favorite Dungeons and Dragons character?
No fucking clue. I'm a Settlers of Catan guy, so.
Dave, make him a character.
Dave's going to get on that right now. So much for Dave.
While
everyone.
we're waiting, I'd like to give a shout out to people who want to get more involved in the Alliance Council. It takes 25 votes, and I somehow got 50 plus. to renew my membership in the Alliance Council.
Can you donate your other 50, your other 25?
You can literally vote whoever you want.
No, but I'm saying the people that voted, you had 25 extras. Could you donate those to somebody else?
Well, every guy has one. Everyone can hear you.
Quick question.
Mic live. No, they can't. I turned his microphone off.
I'm not talking? What? Oh. What is your two-part question? What is your favorite away trip since
What are
you
you,
go on a lot
Donald
of
Trump
a lot
now?
of trips?
Yeah.
And your favorite trip of all time away, non-cup,
So this is a
non-cup.
two-part question.
Yep, two-part. And the second question is, what away trip are you looking forward to most this season?
Ooh, this is a really good one. So what was the first one?
All-time favorite away trip that's a non-championship or non-cup.
All-time favorite away trip was LA away. Playoffs. We
Non-championship, it's okay.
no. Playoffs. Playoffs doesn't count.
Playoffs.
We were at LA Galaxy away, and the front office paid for a tab at the time Kilkenny's. It's now Barney's Beanery, which is the third incarnation of that damn bar.
Front office or
Front office.
our friend.
Our
What's
owners.
his name?
Brian
Joe
Schmetzer.
Roth.
Thank you, Drew Carey.
No,
Drew
it was
Carey?
our front office.
Okay.
And it was at the point where, slightly side story, that was the second time I ever had met Mickey and his brother Courtney on an away trip and randomly roomed with them. And we had been friends ever since. Now roommates with Mickey.
That's dope.
We got to that away trip, and there were 1,000+ of us. Got to that bar, and it's a pretty decent-sized bar, about the size of Fuel in the square footage. And the poor general manager of the bar didn't tell the wait staff how much our tab was. And we succeeded it by $400 or $500.
Someone was.
And-
Did you
pissed.
charge it to Brendan Vaughn's hotel room?
Well,
No,
The-
that's my move.
Oh, sorry.
the bar covered it, unfortunately. And then if you Google,
Google.
Juggle.
If you juggle,
if you
Bars
Google,
Jerry's not allowed in
Bar
anymore?
Rescue Kilkenny's, there's a full episode of that damn bar. And
Are you
they turned-
serious?
Oh yeah, and
I'm
they
gonna check that
turned-
out. I love that
They
show.
turned into the Wakewater and lasted like half a year before they changed into Barney's Beanery.
What a weird name.
And they had a lobster claw tank, and if you caught the lobster, you got a free
Lobster
cooked
dinner?
Lobster.
Do they have chili?
I don't know.
So why are they called a beanery?
All right, so
because it's like the
Coffee.
local
hey, he didn't
California
answer
chain.
my second part. Stick to my other question. What trip away this season are you looking more forward to?
Well, no, that was the third one.
No, that was second.
What was the first one then?
Like your favorite non-championship. You just answered it.
Non-championship.
Yeah.
Okay.
just-
This
Favorite
season.
away trip this year is going to be not that I am the travel monkey for it, but Colorado away for 4th of July,
4th of July.
round 2. Colorado away, honestly, is one of the funnest away
Really?
trips we have.
Really?
You go to that
It
Mexican
really
restaurant
is.
the whole time?
We will have a non-house tailgate, and it will be seriously fun. And downtown Denver
Downtown
is
Commerce.
extremely fun. There's a ton of bars that we like to frequent down there, and it is not a disappointing time. I'm now on my. I will
never
now be
would've
on my
guessed that.
third trip.
That one that we found last year at the end. That was so.
They
Was
have
it in the airport?
No, that was.
Oh.
That was
Max.
a lot of those.
Max, that one was good.
they have an 8-bit arcade down there now, which is seriously fun.
Is that the one in the airport referencing his 12-hour stay?
So, who on this panel have you road trip with to an away match?
Like in a car?
Actually,
I was gonna say.
Ding 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 ding.
I feel like this was a baited question.
no, well, so it was the bar away trip,
Dude,
and
we drove straight
I-
up to LA.
You win the
I
prize for
snaked
knowing
my
who you were
way
in
in.
a car
Yeah.
with.
because
This is like Trump on Fox News.
No. So, not to be mean or anything,
Has anyone
but
seen Trump around here?
No,
I want to introduce.
I don't want to be mean or anything, but originally I wasn't supposed to be on the trip, but I played myself up enough that they gave me a chance.
And don't get this, it gets better. Not only did we give him a chance,
And
he
they let
didn't
me roomed.
He didn't even drive any of the drive there or back.
They let me sit in the back of the car.
We drove him. We drove him.
Andrea, Randy, you, and
It was Angelica.
Angelica. Was it Angelica?
Angelica. It
Holy-
was not Andrea.
I
It was
don't even-
Angelica,
We need to
Randy,
pause a
and
moment
Pablo.
because there's
No,
a
it was-
Flag it.
There's a unique moment that just happened. He said, not to be mean or anything, which normally when somebody says not to be mean or anything means they're going to be a complete asshole.
No,
Yeah.
no.
You hold on right now.
Whoa.
You
You
said
will hear Dave.
not to
Whoa.
be mean. You said not to be mean or anything, and followed it up with, I wasn't even supposed to go. And I'm still so confused by that.
Okay, let me explain. No, honestly.
Not
so,
to be mean or anything. I wasn't supposed to go.
So
And I didn't
this is
drive.
a good segue.
Wait, that's a segue?
No, there's a good segue here, and I'm gonna fix it. I have all
Two wheels.
and I'm sorry to every damn one of the bar people because I have every last love in the world for them. They are one of my favorite.
This is the mean part.
No. No. I have every last love in the world for this subgroup. They are my family. For those who don't know, I'm wearing this shirt right now.
Is that the mean part?
No. Before I no. It was my first
We'll wait.
subgroup, and it has never been anything other. They are my family, as a subgroup. Before I was adopted, I actually have a Mexican heritage in my family. My last name used to be Martinez, not Neil.
What?
Yeah, no, and so
Breaking news!
No. Pablo
Explosivo!
Pablo will always call me Martinez.
I'll get that.
Pablo will always call me Martinez, and that's the reason why.
No shit.
But
Brendan's
they have
watched
been,
one
you-
sonar
y'all-
feed in the last 9 months, by the way.
La Barra has been so damn welcoming to me. It has made the transition to pick a subgroup so damn easy. It hasn't even been a thought.
LFG.
And
Oh, yeah?
I will say
I mean-
right now,
Oh shit.
I mean, we basically Ubered you to LA away.
you
for
pretty
free.
much did.
Like
And it
in a
was the
normal
funnest
year,
damn
in a
away
normal
trip ever.
year, I would make an ice joke about the sirens that just went off, but I'm not doing it.
I got
I'm just
scared
gonna
for a
move on.
second.
All right, back to SonarFeed questions. These are again
Basically,
rapid
yeah.
fire.
But
When the Jerry Neal movie is made, who plays the role of Jerry Neal?
Ooh.
oh, I already know that one. I have always been a.
Sorry. Go ahead.
God damn it, I can't remember his name. Sheldon Cooper from Big Bang Theory. Jim Parsons. I have always been in the thought that he is the perfect guy. He's slightly OCD like me. He is kind of methodical in the way he does his lines. If you've ever, again, look on the YouTube and look at half of
The YouTube.
the show where they check people's backgrounds and their family history. If you watch that of him, it's absolutely amazing how he does what he does. It's a good
Put a beard
tuning.
on there, make him a little more ginger.
Minus the beard, it's pretty close.
What just happened?
I dig it. I dig it.
Mark,
You can't
you
say
actually
what.
look
You-
like.
I wanna
you
give a
chose
plug
that.
to borrow this.
I will
there.
take it. Yeah.
I do want to give a plug to Barra this year. I will say this now because it's sort of out of my character.
This is the first
and
one I've
kind of
watched
been
too,
hesitant
Brendan.
the last few years. I'm trying and I'm working with one or two other people to come up with the possible Barra kit this year. And
Barra.
it's out of my their
Like for
scarf
Pub League
and
or-
their
oh,
no
like
their scarf
actual
and their shirt
gear?
this year. I'm working with a couple people. I've been sitting on this design after the last two seasons for the Sounders, and it's different enough, but I think it would be pretty well received.
If it's the scarf that I've seen in the last,
The
week?
black and off.
don't tell
Whoa,
anyone.
whoa, 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 whoa!
Is that a star?
Oh no, it'll change. It'll change.
All right.
The black and
Whoa.
Why are we pointing at our screen over here?
Yeah, what am I not
Tom's
seeing?
looking at things.
It's the pizza.
I was trying to get a cool GIF, and it's not working.
Oh,
But it is John Stamos.
yeah, John Stamos. Everybody loves
I know.
John Stamos.
Dinner, right?
Uh-huh. I got it. I saw leak photos.
Tom, get us on.
Let's get back on track. Words or phrases that you overuse.
Oh.
Not to be mean.
No.
He didn't say wrongly use. He didn't say wrongly use. He said overuse.
Can I have your jersey?
Yeah. So at work, I'm known as the Sounders guy. It doesn't matter if I know the people or not. I'm known as the Sounders guy. And it doesn't matter if I honestly know the person or not. People will randomly ask me whether I'm wearing this stuff or not. What's happening? Why are we doing things a certain way?
What's happening?
And it's kind of cool.
Hi, Max.
My particular words that I currently use too much. I currently use F this a lot.
Okay.
It's not necessarily on social media, but I use it a lot.
Hi, Max.
And to not be frank, I use It's Jerry a lot.
And Jugal.
Jugal is my Facebook hashtag.
And I just found out.
Nah, I don't know about that one. But Jugal is the primary Facebook hashtag that everybody finds out.
All right. I got a question for Gary.
Did you say Gary?
Gary or Jerry?
Max, fill in for Gary.
I'm
keep
okay
going.
with either. I don't really care. at this
Larry.
point.
So,
I have half a beer.
Sherry.
Over half a beer.
what
left.
would your last meal on death row be, Gary?
We're back on set.
I don't really have to think about that one because it's one of my favorite meals that I haven't had in about 2 years.
Jalapeno popper pizza?
No.
It better not be a taco.
So, City Soups, which is a chain in downtown in the greater Seattle area, had a really amazing.
They were in my building.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Columbia Tower. After the
Max.
absolutely asshole renovation that they're doing right now, I absolutely love a lobster bisque soup or a lobster ravioli.
Lobster bisque or lobster ravioli?
The lobster ravioli at City Soups that they had about a year ago was absolutely to die for, and it was about $8.
And if you were on Death Row Records, you would die.
He doesn't know.
I
what
would
Death
have
Row
a
is.
lobster something meal. It doesn't
No
matter
matter
if
what.
it's a ravioli. It doesn't matter if it's a soup.
Multi-course lobster is what you're saying.
That
Lobster
would
7 ways.
absolutely be amazing. I'm not really one for shellfish, but I will eat lobster to die.
I have another sonar
So
feed
you're
question for
pretty,
Gary.
Pretty generous then.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was your last significant purchase of less than $100?
At the pro shop or not at the pro shop?
Not pro shop.
Well,
Non-pro shop.
I said less than $100, so that means not at a pro shop.
Well, it was
You will
today.
hear us.
I strongly recommend buying the authentic.
Ironic that I get to give another shout out today.
Speaking of shout outs, we have microphones.
I just
We can
bought
talk normal.
event number 2 of Defy Wrestling at the Washington Hall up in the Upper Central District. Their 5th or 6th wrestling show. I went Friday and got to see some dude nicknamed Sexy Beast, Sexy Bitch, wrestle in a match that ended in 25 chairs getting broken against another dude.
I can understand why that'd be a good purchase.
Jacob Cristobal, who does Ride of the Valkyries, invited me, thankfully, to that show, and god damn, it was the best independent wrestling show I've ever seen. There are no barricades between the ring and the fans, and literally every time a wrestler ends up out of the ring, security guards swarm from each side to push you out of the way. It's quite fantastic.
I need to pause and rewind, by the way, since he mentioned Jacob Cristobal. There are 3 Jacobs that write for Sounder at Heart, so I have to, and I didn't thank any of them. So Jake double S is Jake L and Jake C.
Boom.
That one.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's all. And back.
Do your regular schedule programming.
He literally has become one of my best friends.
He's part of WrestleFam.
Yeah. Any sort of wrestling questions you might have, him, me, we'll go to town on it.
Who's
We're
your
going to add this
favorite-
to the SonarFeed questions.
I'll do it right now.
If you were a wrestler, what would your entry music be?
Oh, that's great.
How was that not one of our SonarFeed questions?
Enter Sandman.
I have to look
He's
up
gonna
the
look it
actual,
up.
I know I have to look up the actual title. It's Skillet and
Skillet, like the dubstep dude?
Skillet like the Christian band?
Wow. I did not see that one.
Oh, I was thinking Skrillex.
No, actually Skillet.
They're
Wow. That's way off. Way off.
Skillet, Awake and Alive. Sorry, I had to look it up a bit. No, if
This is just
you get
escalated.
a chance and look at this Skillet band, they have the last 2 seasons. Our stadium at CenturyLink has played at least one of their songs. Invincible, Skillet Invincible. If you look that up, we've played it at CenturyLink the last year and a half.
So let's
And-
stick with. We're gonna stick with music for a second. I don't want to cut you off. Finish your thought.
Go ahead.
If you were to do karaoke, what would your go-to karaoke song be? And is it "Pony" by Genuine?
No. Thanks to
Shout out to
Blown
Brian
away.
Floyd.
Carrie Underwood.
thanks to, and I'm not even gonna protect this. Thanks to a certain former bartender at Fuel Lacey, it's. Oh wow, that's plain. Thanks to a certain bartender at Fuel Lacey, Let It Go from the Frozen soundtrack. There is video on the Facebook.
No.
Oh no! There's video, still shots. I believe Mickey has Twitter shots of it as well.
Brendan, I believe.
I will
just
not
got-
even front by
He
that.
just got revenue because you said that right now.
Actually.
Disney may have just paid him another $1,000 bonus. Just now. What is something that you believe that other people think is crazy? Jerry.
You have 10
That's-
seconds.
That's a hard one.
10
Barry.
seconds. 9,
Carrie.
8,
The price that jerseys
7,
will only go up in market value.
6.
Well, so
5.
no. So there, if you know how to look, you can get a jersey totally affordable, aka the goalkeeper kits. Whatever one they don't sell, you can get one affordable, and you can get it made pretty cheaply.
So this is something that people believe is crazy, but that you think is.
I'm going with something crazy that I know that
We've
people
had
don't
ghosts.
necessarily know.
Aliens,
People are like,
Sasquatch.
I definitely believe in ghosts. Jerry's like, I can get jerseys for an affordable price. The worst part is there's a significant part of me
I
that's
start
like,
believing-
that's actually a pretty legitimate comment.
If you saw me the
I
last
don't believe
season,
it either, man.
Like,
if you saw me the last season, I had 2 jerseys that they don't sell.
well, I mean, you shouldn't beat up the players in an alley and take their.
No,
Were they
no, no.
white?
No. They were
No, they sold the white
were
ones.
blue in another color. But anyways, they're
Is like the backup keeper always your best friend?
no. I mean, there was that time for the Fan of the Year Toronto away trip that Mickey and I met Tyler Miller, and we had Jordan Morris take the photo of myself and Tyler Miller, and Christian Roldan will never let us live that down.
So he's the Sebastian
Like,
Schweinsteiger. of
Schweinsteiger!
photos.
Schweinsteiger!
Shout out to 2016.
Wait, is it after 10 yet? Did I just wake up everybody in the...
Oh hell
No,
no!
no. It's 9
We're only at 9:00.
9:09.
Dave.
10 minutes over.
Dave's gonna either fall asleep or come up with a really good question.
I do have another good
Should
question.
we give him a sweatshirt to put on?
Can I
Wait,
ask?
you have a question?
Oh, I have another good
Yeah,
question.
go.
Okay.
This
For
might
all of
have
us or just Tom?
This might have been on my interview question at Flatstick. If you were to describe yourself as a beer, what kind of beer would it be?
You'd be a cider.
Oh, I know that one.
Oh no, I wouldn't. That's not what I said.
No, he's asking us though.
If
Like,
you
I have to
would
pick a
describe
style?
yourself as a beer, what kind of beer would it be?
I would be a Tecate with a whole lime
I know what
squeezed
Mark
on
would be.
top and a bunch of salt. And it has to be a can. It would never be a bottle that's
Can I say what
sacrilegious.
Mark's beer is?
Oh,
Gassy.
That's a good one. Dave?
So,
Nitro.
if Mark was a beer, he would be Paradise Creek Huckleberry.
That's a really specific.
No.
Yes.
Hell no.
Yes.
I
Because
know
he'll
that's
be your
not
Huckleberry.
No.
Also,
That's my cider.
You're fired.
Huckleberry Pucker is actually a pretty good beer, and it's from Pullman.
It's a great beer, but it's not
and it's
him.
from Pullman.
Yeah.
I picked a Pullman
And
beer,
Scott's
and you're everybody's
Scott's a
Huckleberry.
great brewer.
That's
not-
my
not
favorite
my
beer.
You're
He's
everybody's
not that.
Huckleberry.
If we were anywhere on the internet right now, it would be like ITT : what beer are you? Mark, what beer would you be?
An IPA.
What kind of IPA though?
All of them.
No, what? No. You're not getting away
He's
with
got
that.
like 5 of them in him right now.
What's your 1 or 2 different flavors in it?
Wow. Probably be anything from Cloudburst.
Okay, I'll accept that.
Yeah.
Dave?
You better use your company.
Or Rooftop.
Rooftop's good also.
Yep.
They made that really good damn seaweed one for the brewers competition.
Yep.
I'd be a Barfly. Barrel-aged smoked imperial stout.
Oh my god, that was so good.
Is that from where you work?
Yeah, it's one I sell.
Okay.
But, like, it's like beer for whiskey nerds. Like, you can drink it at like 60 degrees and it'd still be wonderful. Like, you want that just below room temperature.
I've never had that.
Yeah,
I, really
I like
wanna try
that.
Big,
I like that.
open, like, probably in a brandy snifter. You drink it sitting in a leather chair. Fat fucking cat on your lap, keeping you warm with a leather-bound book.
All right. There you go.
I don't have a
That's a
leather-bound
good-
book, but
Do you have a cat though?
that's the beer I would be in.
Do you have a cat?
No, I
didn't
don't have a
think
leather chair either.
Yeah. Okay. I was just wondering.
Okay.
Or an
Because I was
open
gonna
flame
say
fire.
I didn't think you had a cat.
Or a leather-bound book.
What do you got, Tom? What's your beer flavor?
Old Rasputin on nitro.
Ooh, I like that. Weigel?
Yeah, so I'm going to have
There's
to
not
go with
any favorite beers
Budweiser
from, New
and
Brunswick?
Clamato Chelada.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh!
Yeah. So I will
Budweiser.
I will add to that one.
In that awkward tall can.
Yes.
I will admit to having walked all the way from the Brom end to the north end and buying those cheladas pre-match in those horrible Bud Light cans.
the Northeast section?
Yeah, walking.
I
the
did that for
entire
hard
leg
liquor
up
once, and
pre-game.
it was horrible.
By the way,
And then I swore off Químicos for the rest of my life.
spiciest chelada you've ever had. Where?
Ooh, spiciest gelada. A bar one block inland from the McDonald's on the Malecon in Puerto
Yeah.
Vallarta.
Yeah.
That we made a bet with the bartender about how quickly, or that the person I was traveling with, that she could outdrink the bartender, like put bottles of beer down faster. And he was willing to pay our tab for the rest of the night if
Okay.
she won. So then we just drank whatever we wanted. And they serve them in like the to-go plastic cups you get soup in. at,
So not like the
Chinese
styro-
food.
not like
But
the
it's like
styrofoam?
that. It's like a liter
Hugo, what's
of
the name of that
chelada.
It was. Damn it, I can't remember.
Big
right
ass
now.
burrito.
Oh no! It's
That was good.
On the
That spot was
non-recorded
good.
after show, I'm going to
Come
tell
on.
a story about
El
drinking in
burrazo?
Mexico.
No, it
El,
wasn't.
something borracho.
Wait.
It's not that.
Tacazo, wasn't it Tacazo or
No, it's
burrazo?
big ass burrito.
Un
Just
burr-
south of Malecon.
I
What
know,
was
I
the
can't
name of
think
it? It's Big Ass Burrito. What's the name of it?
I can't think of it. No pressure. Hold on.
Anyways, as big as the 32-ounce micheladas. Ooh, because those are so good.
I might be going there in
Yeah.
a month.
Cactus, by the way.
Actually, I got to go back and
Spiciest
buy the
fucking
tickets when I get
gelato
back to
I've
there.
ever had.
Guadalajara?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Sunday.
For that
It kicked my
second
ass.
round.
Guadalajara.
All right. Guadalajara.
Chilada?
For the second round.
But-
Tecate and
Yeah.
chilada mix.
Where are we?
Jerry.
But
going
anyway,
on?
since I got to add my combo, because it was literally on my interview question at Plastic. Aside from
go.
cider, I have become more of a cider
Connoisseur.
I've become more of a cider beer connoisseur.
Aside from cider.
And I'm on freaking level 7 of 34.
I don't want to be mean.
It
to
only
cider.
goes to 14.
But cider.
Well, I'm
But
on level
cider.
7. I'm halfway.
Aside from cider.
I'm nowhere near
Cider.
as
But
drinky
cider.
as you, Mark.
Oh, no, I was just saying it only goes to 14.
I mean, they make levels for you. I won't.
No, I actually asked them to stop.
You guys can have an after show if you'd like together.
No.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
flat
So
Flat stick 40s.
I'm more of a sour guy, but my favorite now, which I will have as soon as I get home, Icicle Brewing has
Is
a
that one in front of you is not big
Dark
enough?
Persuasion?
no. Yeah.
You are never
How
getting
did you
home.
know?
Because the beer that everybody rememers from Icicle
He can
Brewing
hear
is Dark
say
Persuasion.
It's literally that Dark Persuasion. It's a chocolate,
German chocolate
coconut, dark ale. Holy
It
crap!
is good. It is
That
good.
is-
It is good.
It's the Huckleberry Pucker.
It's the Huckleberry
Leavenworth.
Pucker of dark ales. However, the only other one that is anywhere come close is the now defunct Bluebird Brewing, which is the ice cream company that
Hey, Mickey, if you're
co-opted
watching, you might wanna come down here
a
and
beer,
get your
and they
roommate.
had a chocolate milk stout, which was absolutely amazing.
There are better things than chocolate milk stouts. Like Mexican chocolate peanut butter milk stout.
Well, I had that
Belgian
beer in
beaver.
a damn crowler, and it didn't last 20 minutes.
So
Mickey, come get your boy.
Oh, he ain't controlling me tonight. I got a couple buses that get me home.
I had a really good nuclear comment, and that just blew it away. So did anyone?
How many megatons, though?
Are you really busing to downtown Seattle from here?
No, I'm busing to Federal Way, which will be
Oh.
like 40-minute bus ride total.
5 changes?
No, 2. One up
5
to Tuckwell
changes.
International and the A line over to 288.
So you talked a little bit about people getting involved, things like that. Is there anything you would like to say to the audience, either here or watching later? Things you'd like them to do, things that you think are horrible that it would be funny to see them do on the internet.
Indeed.
Like anything you'd like to say to the audience. Don't check your script. You know what it is.
Things we have learned as the Alliance Council talking to the front office. Call your ticket rep. If you have an issue, if you have something you feel that passionately about, if there's something you do not like, call your ticket rep, because that's the major log of how they register what's working, what's not working. For us in
So if you're in ECS, it's Holly.
it
She's awesome.
in that whole end of the stadium,
It's all Holly. Yep.
It's all Holly. They have it now. The stadium is broken up into neighborhoods of like 5+ sections, give or take. I don't know. But Holly's in the ECS end of that south end of the stadium. Call your ticket rep. It doesn't matter if you think it's not worth your time or worth your time. Let them know what is working, what is not, because that's especially how they gauge how things are working. If you're following one of us Alliance Council, myself, Stephanie Martin, who's our newest council president, let us know on Twitter what's working, what's not. Tell us. Message us on Facebook Messenger. You know, I have all the time in the world to hear that stuff, because that's why I got myself voted on. Let us know what you like, what you don't like. If you don't like the new kit, I don't care. I will. I will.
Let us know, but I don't
Let
care.
us know.
Let
I
us
don't care.
Let us know. We will convey the message. While I helped in the process, I will definitely get the message across what works and what doesn't, because I'm not the final say.
So I will
anything.
I will
48
make you
king.
make a serious wager with you right now. Okay.
Blow up my Twitter.
If this year's kit outsells last year's kit,
The two-tone, which 5 other teams had the same exact pattern for.
and we still sold a lot of jerseys.
But yes.
If it outsells last year's kit, I will wear a crushed velvet tuxedo to the ECS end of season party.
Won't you anyways?
If we don't.
I have 2 tuxedos.
No.
Neither of them are crushed velvet.
I'm fine with that. If we don't.
We don't, what do you give up?
If we don't, you can literally find the most ridiculous tuxedo,
I may have bet the wrong person.
ridiculous blazer. You find the most ridiculous blazer. We'll work out the sizes because Target had half the ones you wore 2 years ago. You find the most ridiculous.
I did have
outfit.
costume changes.
I'm down to even a bet.
No
you find
fear.
the most
No
ridiculous
fear.
outfit.
No fear.
I will wear it for the end of season party.
Okay.
We'll take like for like
So
photos.
it's more than last year. We'll call it
If
what it is.
this year sells more,
Okay.
not if we win more wearing it.
We're not going to make that bet.
Oh no, because it could honestly go either way. Let's be real.
Okay. Good bet.
I'm down for that.
All right.
I will shake your hand right now. All right.
It's on tape, y'all.
It's on the internet.
It
has to.
I will
it
admit
has
it
to be
now.
true.
All of y'all start tweeting
All right,
me
so-
that I made that bet.
We're a little hot late here tonight.
Who cares?
I don't, but other people at home are like, "Shut up."
Oh no, I have a friend who's watching, not a part of the Sounders
Who's like
fam, who is
also
enjoying this.
Yeah, I mean, it would be fun to just get crazy for the rest of the night, but we should actually all go home at some point.
Oh.
So,
I
thank
gotta
you all
go
for
buy
joining
tickets
us.
to Mexico.
Thank you for having me.
Mark, thanks for checking out your camera roll. How'd that go?
It's going great. I'm just trying to find another awkward picture. Of
You
him.
got this.
Dave, make sure you get Jerry a D&D character.
Yeah, I
What's your
don't know what's
assignment?
happening. Aside
Hugo?
from Settlers of Catan.
El
or
placer
Cards
fue
Against
todo tuyo,
Humanity.
Tomás. El placer fue todo tuyo.
Yeah, buddy.
No question.
The best is I'm like, Jerry, maybe or totally didn't understand what you just said. No clue. So thank you all for joining us online in
Thanks,
person.
y'all.
We'll be back next week from here at the Berliner Pub.
Third.
Where are we again? Third and Main?
Ahead of the curve.
Head of the
Downtown, right?
curve. Any other
It's a four-stand
any other things we need to throw out there?
You got to be quicker with it.
Dave?
The Olympics start on Friday, yo.
Hell
Wait, I
yeah!
thought they start on Thursday.
Watch your knees!
Opening ceremonies are
Watch
on
your
Friday.
knees!
There are events before the opening ceremonies.
It's Winter
because,
Olympics.
know.
Dave?
The very bottom.
Yeah.
Yes, Dave.
I just don't know that I'm brave enough to do it.
Just do it. Go.
I was gonna do one of the poems. I don't know.
I swear to God, if you show that picture again, I'm gonna fucking punch you.
What picture?
I
don't know what picture you're going to talking about right now.
Come on, Dave.
I'm supposed to promote. There's gonna be a Sounder Heart Night at the Stars Friday night.
And
Then
Congrats,
promote
Dave,
it.
man.
I'll have a thing up.
Dave, can we have a
on the
poem to
website.
close us out? Can we have
Yeah.
a poem to close us out?
All right. I only got one stanza memorized, so we're gonna get one stanza.
That's more than everyone else.
And a quick shout out to the season ticket holder event Saturday for the jersey release. At least Christian Roldan.
Feb
and
10.
Yeah, 10 to 1. Christian Roldan and Wingo will at least be there. It'll be pretty
and
awesome.
Wingo was his name. Oh,
All right.
And Harry
All
Shit.
right, Dave.
All right.
Dave, Dave.
All right, Dave. Let's wrap it up here.
we are born of sea and sky. We are carved from peaks and pine. This is our sound. You will hear us. I've done that better, but that's what I got tonight.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Ship it.
Are you for Jersey? I'm for Jersey. Are you for Jersey? I'm for Jersey. Are you for Jersey? I'm for Jersey. Are you for Jersey? I'm from Jersey. Are you from Jersey? I'm from Jersey. Are you from Jersey?